Will Collins out in center, Taylor Steele behind the plate, Melissa on stats, and Jimmy Ott the second running the show. I'm Dewayne Cook on GoHillsTV, powered by JBS. The Warriors have had two big innings at the plate. They put up 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th. I could go for a 4 in the 6th to keep that thing moving right along, but they'll need it. As Iowa Western bounced back with a 4th spot of their own in the home half of the 5th frame to lead it 6-5 once more here in Centerville. O'Toole remains on the mound in his relief for the Reavers. He's got the bottom of the order coming up 6, 7, and 8. Romero, Emrich, and Aragon, with Jackson Romero leading it off. 1 for 2 in the ball game. He singled his last time up in that 2-run 4th inning and flew out to right as O'Toole misses to begin the at-bat 1-0. Coach Torres said this team is mature enough to know what they've got to do. We'll see if they can put that bad inning behind them there in the bottom of the 5th and bounce right back. Keep that momentum that they had garnered in the 4th and 5th. Romero with a good hitter's count at 2-0. O'Toole pumps in a strike, 2-1. You got 12 outs to work with. Remember what Coach Raridan said. It's a race to get outs. 2-2 on Romero. That single was his 4th hit of the weekend. He's now sitting at 4-14 overall in the Region 11 tournament. The 2-1 from O'Toole. I beg your pardon, the 2-2. That's upstairs, and the count goes full to Romero. Jackson reaches out, hits it on a line, but it's going to end up in the glove of the left fielder Ty Wood, who just had to take a couple of steps in from his spot in left for the first out of the 6th. Now Thomas Emrich, who's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He has grounded out to second and flown out to center.
Now batting number 3, Thomas Emrich.
It's been a quiet day to this point for him at the plate after such a strong weekend, making his return to the lineup, and a welcomed one at that for Coach Torres and the Warriors. There's that 2-seam with some life on it that breaks back in on the outer part of the plate, 0-1. Tough pitch to try to pull the trigger on, that's for sure. Thomas sitting at .325 on the year, the second-year freshman out of Ava, Missouri. Chops this one foul, and he falls in the hole 0-2. The home run he hit earlier this weekend was number 3 of the season. And with 7 RBI here in the tournament, he has 31 on the year. O'Toole misses low and outside, 1-2. Emrich reaches down, and that will be fair down the left field line, just right of the chalk, all the way into the bullpen, and that will be a dead ball, a ground rule double for Thomas Emrich. Remember, in the 3-run 5th inning for the Warriors, it was an extra base hit from the bottom of the lineup that kind of got it going for the Indian Hills Warriors. It was Diego Aragon, the young man who's going to step up right here and try to deliver and bring home Emrich. They got that 3-run spark going. See if the same will happen here with Emrich standing in scoring position. Diego 1 for 2 with that double. Came around to score his 43rd run of the year. Jumps on the first one. That's a line drive out to right field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around third. Nope, now they're going to hold him up with a strong throw from Wood out and right. Emrich will stay put. But a 2-hit day for Diego Aragon, and Noah Butler will get a chance to drive him in. Noah's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He struck out looking and grounded back to the pitcher.
Now batting number 44, Noah Butler.
But a 6-hit weekend and already 6 RBI, which has been big for him. He came into the regional with just 13 RBI on the season. This is low and outside. Contreras tried to frame it up, but it sure missed. Aragon over at first does have 6 stolen bases on the year. We'll see if the Warrior coaching staff tries to get him in scoring position too. He stays put here. Butler rifles one down the left field line. That's going to tie us up again and roll aways two. Aragon cruises into third. Noah Butler's got himself his second double of the weekend, and the Warriors do bounce right back. Huge, absolutely huge. 7, 8, 9 go 3 for 3. And 2 of them in scoring position for the top of the order in Daniel Figueroa. Well, if there was any question whether or not Coach Torres was blowing smoke in talking about the maturity of this team, they've answered it right here in the top of the 6th. Tie ball game, 6-all. And Figgy jumps on the first pitch he sees, tailing away from the center fielder, and it will drop and get to the wall. 2 runs will score. Daniel will hold up at second. 2 RBI double, 4 hits in a row for the Warrior Bats, and they recapture the lead. I see ya, number 6. I see ya, Daniel Figueroa. 3 runs in the inning, and it's not done yet, as the Warriors may have just chased the future Oklahoma State Cowboy, Evan O'Toole. Contreras is going to go chat with him on the mound. I don't see movement quite yet from the Reaver dugout. They may be trying to buy some time for whomever they have down in the bullpen. Our home plate umpire, John Fye, is going to go break up this little powwow as Contreras will go back behind the plate. O'Toole will at least see this at bat to Ricardo Van Grieken. 11 hits in the ball game, 4 of them in a row
Number 9,
for the Indian Hills Warriors.
Van Grieken.
And Figgy can fly. Anything out of the infield, and you can go ahead and scratch across number 9. And now Dylan Napoleon will head out to the mound. They will indeed chase O'Toole. We'll have a pitching change for Iowa Western. The Warriors already with 3 across and looking for more with only 1 out in the top of the 6th, leading it 8-6. So the new pitcher on the mound for Iowa Western is going to be number 19, Braden Pickett, a right-handed freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Went to Milford High School. This will be appearance number 11 on the year for Mr. Pickett, a 2.04 ERA, 17 2/3 innings, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 16 strikeouts, and 3 walks to this point for Braden Pickett, who it took us a moment there during the commercial break to figure out exactly who it was, because he is listed on the official roster for Iowa Western as number 41, but rocking number 19 here this weekend with us in Centerville. And they are rocking here at the ball field in Centerville. We're back at Pat Doherty Field live on Go Hills TV, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. What a bounce back from Indian Hills. They put up 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th. Iowa Western comes back trailing 5-2 to put up a 4 spot and go back in front by 1. But the Warriors, hey, no sweat. Put up another 3, and they're still threatening with the top of the order and 2 runners in scoring position for Ricardo Van Grieken. I beg your pardon, 1 runner in scoring position, Figueroa.
Number 19.
Tanner Forsler down there at the third base bag threw me for a loop for a moment for the Warriors. So Ricky digs in. He's got a 2-hit day, 2 for 2 as a matter of fact, with an RBI and a run scored as he watches strike 1 sail in from Braden Pickett. Pickett has previously appeared twice against Indian Hills. He had 1 start. That was in the loss, as a matter of fact, to the Warriors in that Game 3 of the regular season series, as Ricardo spoils this one foul down the third base side. He went 4 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 3 earned runs, struck out 5, and walked 1. The day in the book for Evan O'Toole is unfinished at the moment. We'll give you his final stat line whenever we're able to end the day for him, as he is responsible for Daniel Figueroa standing on second. Count at 1 and 2 as that one misses upstairs. But the Warriors were able to get to him. 4 straight hits they've recorded. Ricky trying to make it 5, and he's been one of, if not the hottest bat in the Warrior lineup. 1-2. Outside, 2-2 the count. Double-digit hits on the board for the second straight game for the Warriors against Iowa Western, that is. They failed to get above 10 against Marshalltown last night in that 14-6 win, but had 10 yesterday against the Reavers, and they have surpassed that target in runs with now 8. 2-2. Upstairs, make it go full. O'Toole was able to work an inning and 2/3 of relief before giving way here to Pickett. A payoff pitch coming to Van Grieken. And a called strike 3 at the knees. Ricky did not like it, and neither did the home crowd, but it's out number 2 of the inning. Just for Ricardo, his 12th strikeout of the year. That does not happen often.
Now batting, number 32.
Well, the big Texan came up big in his last at-bat, a 2 RBI single in the 5th to push the Warriors out in front at the time. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's also walked and scored a run and grounded out to second. Another opportunity to do some damage with Figueroa. Big lead and takes off. High pitch. Contreras' throw is high, and Daniel slides in ahead of it. The Warrior speedster swipes third, his second stolen base of the day, 43rd on the year, and now just 90 feet away from pay dirt. A 1-0 count on the Warrior designated hitter, Tucker Ebest, the big Texan. Watch that one sail in, a breaking pitch on the outer part of the plate that evens the count at a ball and a strike. A good one from Pickett. Tucker's 2 RBI puts him back in front with 57 now, 1 ahead of Van Grieken for the Warriors. Swinging a miss on one inside part of the plate. He wanted it, but came up empty. He'll have to protect with a 2-strike count against Braden Pickett. Daniel Figueroa stands just 90 feet away from pushing that lead back up to 3 for Indian Hills. Pickett from the stretch. Ebest fouls it off. We'll do it again. Eight-6 Warriors. 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 5th, and 3 more here in the 6th. Trying to strike for maybe 1, or even if they can get a 2-out rally going, more than that. The 1-2. Ebest rips it through the 3-4 hole. He delivers again. A 3 RBI day for number 32. I see ya, Tucker Ebest. The big Texan delivers Figueroa home. And there you go. Called it coming into the inning. A nice 4 spot would look good on the board. 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, and 6.
Now batting, number 19.
Of course, I'm sure we'd like to see a little bit more run support for the Warrior faithful out there. Figueroa scores his 3rd run of the ball game, and now Villarreal, 1 for 3 in the ball game with a single, a fly out to right, and a ground out to the shortstop Harris. Did he keep the bat back on the check swing? He did, missing low and outside. Way to have a bounce-back day, Tucker. I know it wasn't his best outing against Iowa Western yesterday that he was hoping for anyway. But 3 RBI and a run scored is a pretty good way to help your team try to avoid elimination, I'd say. The 1-0. Missed inside to Jerry, 2-0. Warriors are getting awfully close to doing something that few have done against Iowa Western this year. We'll save that note, though, for when the time comes. 2-0. Spoiled towards the dugout. Takes a high hop out of there. Hope it didn't catch anybody on its way into the Warrior side. 2-1. Just another programming note again. Indian Hills softball playing up in Ottumwa at R.L. Hellier Field this afternoon in the district championships against Crowder College out of Missouri. Russ W. Oker handling the call from Ottumwa this afternoon. Chopper to the left, picked up. They decide to go to second to get E-Best on the fielder's choice, electing to go that route. Schroeder from third for the third out of the inning. But what a big frame for the Warriors. They put up 4 runs to answer the 4th spot from Iowa Western in the bottom of the 5th and lead it again by 3 here at Pat Doherty Field.